7 tips to do, and not do in France as a tourist. Before planning your trip and packing your bags, however, you should know that France has a very rich and unique culture. To fully enjoy it at its finest, you need cultural insights and the right dose of tourist tact. France has a lot to offer, including many of the world's most popular landmarks and tourist spots, as well as the legendary French cuisine. The do's. 1. Whether you're off to France for the weekend, for a week, or for a month-long rendezvous, you should never forget to pack with you some basic French words and phrases. You won't need to buy an English-French dictionary or enroll in a French language course to enjoy France, though it would surely help. Bonjour, hello, merci, thank you. Oui, yes, pardon, excuse me. S'il vous plaît, please, au revoir, goodbye. Je ne parle pas français, I don't speak French. In anglais, s'il vous plaît, in English, please. 2. When in France, you should know about how the French people say hello. In Paris, it's expected for friends to greet each other with a kiss while strangers shake hands. They also kiss when saying goodbye, and it's not just any kiss either. It's usually a double kiss on both cheeks. 3. Because you're going to France, where Paris is the fashion capital of the world, you need to turn up your fashion sense a notch higher. Never wear sweatpants or short shorts when strolling through the streets of Paris. More importantly, never wear aforementioned clothes when dining in restaurants. 4. You've never really gone to France until you've paid the iconic and world-famous Eiffel Tower a visit. For tourists, it is some sort of ritual, an unspoken rule that you should do as proof that you've indeed stepped foot in Paris. All in all, there are 3 lifts, and they are located in the north, east and west pillars, which will take you up 15 meters high. 5. If you have a small fortune allotted for shopping, good for you. The city is like a mini world full of all kinds of boutiques, including luxury and designer stores, as well as sprawling chain stores. If you're up and ready for a day of shopping, some of the best streets to explore are Rue de Rivoli, Boulevard Haussmann, Rue Saint-Honoré, Avenue Montaigne, and Boulevard Saint-Michel, among others. 6. As one of the world's sought-after gastronomic destinations, France has the most delicious, sumptuous and mouth-watering food selection. Once seated, immediately place your napkin in your lap and keep your hands on the table while elbows are off the table during the meal. Wine glasses are never filled over halfway and never to the brim. Bread is broken and never cut. Finally, eating on the go is never appreciated in France, though this is gradually changing. The French still prefer and love to take time to savor every bite and sit when eating. 7. Unlike in America, tipping in France, particularly in Paris, works out differently. When dining in restaurants and cafes, the tip is already included in your check as required by French law. It is the 15% service charge or service compris you see in your check. Giving a little extra tip to your waiter, however, is highly encouraged and appreciated. Giving tips to taxi drivers, restroom attendants, and usherettes are also encouraged. The don'ts. 2. Don't expect the service in restaurants or cafes to be quick, because people in this country enjoy their food, their drinks, and their time with friends. You might be used to getting your coffee or lunch on the run like Americans do, but that's not how things work in France. French folks like their coffee just as much as Americans do, yet you hardly ever see anyone buying it to go. 3. When exploring the city, walk as much as you can and stay away from cabs. But if you must ride, take the metro or the bus instead. Not only are cabs expensive in France, but they also take the joy and fun out of strolling leisurely. Paris is lovely and easily enjoyed by foot. 4. Talking loudly, whether in a restaurant or in a subway, is frowned upon in France, just like in most countries around the world. It's understandable that your excitement is at an all-time high, but that's not an excuse to babble and talk loud, especially in public and crowded places. 5. One thing you should know about French people is that many speak English but they are not very good at it. That's not them being rude but them preferring not to look like a fool. 6. When dining in restaurants, you should avoid ordering only one dish because French food is in a class of its own. Since you're in a country where enjoying food is central to the culture, you should go all out and splurge on a substantial lunch, which typically consists of several courses. A starter, entree, main course, le plat major, cheese course, and dessert would make up the traditional 3 to 4 course meal, which would generally last 2 to 3 hours. 7. French people or Parisians in particular are not fond of adding ice to their drinks, which means cafes and restaurants do not provide ice. Do not complain or demand ice. Like and subscribe below. TSA Luggage Locks. 2.